Getting lost in the new map of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? No worries, this walkthrough will show you a tour of each part of the map, as well as the minimap in the top right corner of this video. So I'll begin by covering the basement layout. Then up top, the layout of the center area of the map, including the gates to the battery and generator areas. I'll also show you the layout of the mill building, so the main building of this map. And finally, I'll show you the layouts of the battery and generator areas. I'll then be showing you the possible spawn locations of toolboxes in the basement.
What are they doing to me? What is this? Wait. Maybe through here? What is this?
Where each basement door is. The spawn locations of the fusebox and pressure tanks. As well as their insertable objects, so either the fuse or the valve handle.
Protect us.
Lastly, I will be giving you quick tips to escape through valve and fuse, particularly fuse as it's not easy to make in time. Each section of this video will be timestamped, so if you have a particular aspect of the map you need help with, feel free to skip over to it through the play bar below.
Seem like someone I can trust. It's
Alright, we'll start off with the basement tour. So first off, we'll start in the east cell, which is one of the possible spawn locations, and we'll head back out here into the tunnels. So this is where we can see the first basement door. It leads right into the gore room, where you can see that big ladder. And if we look at the left, we see the door to the sewer corridor, but we'll go into there later. For now, we'll just head on to this place, which is close to the other spawn. And right now, we're in the dig room. So if we go up here, we head off into the other spawn location, the west cell. We head back out, we turn to the left, and we essentially make our way to the second basement door, which is located in the overgrown exit. Then we go back, and then we go around the center, and to our left there's this little room called the dig room storage. We go back out, and now we head over this barricade and into the sewer corridor, which is a long corridor that connects pretty much the north and south part of this basement. But yeah, now we go into the sewage exit, sewage waste, and this is where the basement tunnel is. So this is where the fuse box escape is. So we go back because there's nothing much here. There's pretty much dead end except for the tunnel escape. And now we head back to the sewer corridor, and we then head right to Leatherface Lair, or Red Room, as some would call it.
alive.
As you can see there, there's another basement door, which leads up to the mill building. And if we go through this door, we go into the employee room, which has a gap to the sewage wastage.
This will help. Anything will help.
We go back to Leatherface Lair, and in here there is the control room. There's also a little crawl space there that goes into the other part of the Leatherface there. But that pretty much covers the Leatherface lair. It's connected to the pump room, which I'll go in shortly, but for now we'll just head back into the sewer corridor. And now we can see another basement door, the one leading into the cold room. And if we go up the ladder, we go into the machine storage, which is the ground level room of the conjoined building of the mill building. But you'll see what I mean by that. But after we go into the end of this sewer corridor, we go into the pump room, and it looks a bit confusing at first, but it's you can essentially visualize it as a rectangle. So it has a rectangular layout. And here we're at the last basement door, the sewer exit, and we're out. So after escaping basement into the lower dam, we climb up this ladder, and then we'll head on into the center area of the map. So that is the area in between the gen side and the battery side. And we're going to head on into the eastern part of the map, the side next to the battery area. And for now, we are just going next to this mill building, the main building. So it is the one that you may have seen in the trailer. It is conjoined by a bridge to a smaller building. I'll show you what both of these buildings look like with the tour and with the layout later on in this video. But for now, we'll just look at this southern gate to the battery area. So this is next to the silos. And if we go in between those silos, we see a staircase to the main building. So once we head back into the center of the map and go up a bit, we see the other gate to the battery side. So that's the northern gate. And as we head up further north, we'll see on our right a hole with a ladder next to it. So that brings us to one of the basement doors in Gore Room. And if we go further in here into this building, we see it is the overgrown barn, and it leads to one of the other basement doors, the overgrown exit. After heading out, we go on into this little building called the overgrown shed. This is where one of the fuse boxes can spawn, but I'll later show in this video where all the fuse boxes and pressure tanks can spawn. So as we head up further across the west side, if we go in between these two buildings, the overgrown shed and this other building on our left, we see the northern gate to the generator side. This cook is disconnected, by the way, so that's why you see him just standing AFK. But here, we're about to approach the next small building on this side of the map, the workshop. And in this storage facility, this is called the cotton warehouse. And here we see a well, just in case you need to jump through it to escape a killer or two. And here is the southern gate of the generator. So it is the other gate leading to the generator side. All right, so that covers the generator side of this map. And as you can see on the left, there is a staircase to the main building, the mill building. So that covers the center area of the map. And on our right, we have the valve exit. All right, now
What
for
do
a
I do?
tour just on the perimeter of this building, the main building
I know
called the
you're
mill.
still around here somewhere.
So
Be
it's
careful,
just, I'm
Anna.
just gonna walk through around the building just so you have a better idea of what it looks like and how you can get in. So first, you have this door on the right side of the building. And then you have this gap in the middle of the front side of this building. And then you have a little gap right here, which you can also use to get to the other side, the gen side of the building. And as you can see, there's also another door here. If you go inside for a bit, don't worry, I'll show you afterwards the actual inside of the building. Yeah, you know what it looks like. And here we also see a staircase to the building, as I mentioned earlier. So that's just a little quick tour of the exterior. And just to finish it off, I'll give a little tour of the conjoined building, of the mill building. So it's a building that we see right here. I'll show you what it looks like inside, both on the ground level and on its upper level. So as you can see here, there's a wooden platform. And there's also a staircase that leads up to the upper level. And we can also go inside. It's called machine storage, and it also contains a potential fuse box spawn. Alright, so we just entered the middle building. I'm just going to go around the ground floor. If you see here, this is the west side that leads to the gen side. And over here, there are some stairs which lead to the basement. Here, there is the valve exit, and now we go up the stairs to the first upper level. So here we're in
Barricade
cotton
where I
processing,
failed.
and we go
I know
over
they're
to this
still here.
door. And then if we go through another door, we're over to the silos. So we're on the east side, which is next to the battery side. But we go back inside to the ring, and we go across this barricade over this bridge, and we go into the conjoined building's first upper floor. So this is the tool storage. We go back across the bridge over the barricade, and yeah, there can be a fuse spawn there. I'll go over all the fuse spawns later, but for now we're just going to cover the mill building. So yeah, you can see it's kind of a ring format, and we go here. There's another door which leads over to the gen side. We keep going, and then we go up the stairs to the last upper level. On our left, there is a possible pressure tank. On our right, there is a window that we can jump through, and finally, there is a well that we can go into. So we've just unlocked this gate
Okay,
to the
now
battery
stay
area,
quiet.
and here we can see we're on the bridge. There's a ladder. There's a little under passage here under this bridge, and if we go to the right and go under, we can see that it leads us to the other gate, the one near silos. And then we go up. There's a well here just in case you have to escape a killer or two. And you can see in the distance there is the gate. There's one spawn for the battery on this car, and the other spawn can be on this car in this building.
Please protect
Alright,
us.
so we just unlocked the gate
Please.
to the gen area, specifically the northern gate. And as you can see, there are a few little buildings, some fields here. Some of them can have a toolbox, but there's the gate. And there's also a well here that you can use in case you need to escape a killer or two. And here is the gen. That's a possible spawn location for the gen. And the other spawn location is over here.
Stop it, Anna.
And as you can see, there's also a barricade by this little building. We go through, there's nothing much, and there's the other gate, the southern gate to this area. Alright, so for the first toolbox is going to be in the
What is
tunnels.
this?
The
It
next one is
hurts.
going to be in dig room storage.
I have to get out of here.
The third one is going to be in the employee room
I
next
should
to
see this
Leatherface there.
place.
The next one is going to be pump room. And the last one is going to be in the control room next to Leatherface lair.
Anything through here? What is this?
So the first fuse box spawn is in the overgrown shed. It's on the generator side. The next one is in the workshop, also close to the generator.
Thank you,
And the
Lord.
third one is in the
Thank
machine
you.
storage. So it's in the
It
conjoined
seems that
building
please
ground floor.
protect us.
For the fuse, the first one
Please.
is in the first upper level of the mill building. The second one is also on the same floor, just behind this wall, next to the stairs. And the third one is on the second upper level of the building. So for the pressure tanks, the first one is by the overgrown shed.
Please let them be gone.
The second one is by the overgrown barn. And the third one is on the upper second level of the mill. Now for the valve handles, the first one is in the tool storage, so in the first upper level of the conjoined building. The second one is in the cotton warehouse, so it's next to the southern gate to the generator.
Just
And the last one is in the silos area,
Oh,
next to the
my
battery
boy.
gate.
He...
Just before we finish the video, I want to make sure that you know how to approach the fuse and valve escapes on this map, particularly the fuse escape, as you pretty much can't reach the basement tunnel in time before it closes if you're not using a specific perk. So for each escape option, I'll give you specific tips in order to maximize your chances of escaping.
Just die! My God! I gotta...
Alright, to start, Saboteur. This perk is available for
naked.
Leland and Connie, and what this perk does is double the time that you have to reach the basement escape.
Someone I can trust.
So without this perk, and I've tried this numerous times, even with this well that is nearby the basement tunnel, I wasn't able to reach it in time because the base time needed for it to turn off is 30 seconds. But with this, it gets extended, it gets doubled to 1 minute. And as you can see in the bottom right corner, you can see the saboteur icon, and it essentially already shows that we wouldn't have made it because we already passed the halfway mark of 30 seconds. And yeah, with it, we're able to reach it with like 15 seconds to spare, so that's pretty nice. You also should consider Bomb Squad, a perk available for Leland, Anna, and Connie. A good hitchhiker will trap the fuse box, and Bomb Squad allows you to disable his traps at a faster speed than normal, as well as doing it without a bone shard. For the valve escape, you want to equip the perk Choose Fight, which is available for Leland, Anna, and Julie. This will extend the stun duration when you backstab a killer trying to turn off the pressure tank.
Fuck.
When a killer is stunned, they can't perform any actions, in this case turning off the pressure tank. This can be the difference between completing the pressure tank and wasting your time.
My God! Thank
Alright,
you.
that was the end of this video.
It seems
If you
I've
found something
lost
to be
everything.
useful, drop a like. If you have any questions, comment. And for future videos, subscribe. Thank you.